prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. His burning lust for revenge pushed him to and beyond the limit where normal men would fall.
To track down the maniac behind all this.
Yes. A few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes. A few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes.
Boys, I'm back. Holy shit, I'm back. I have not live streamed here for a little while. How we all doing, boys? It may be 3 a.m., but we are going to have 3 p.m. energy in this household only. That is right. This is actually my first stream back from MAG, which I did not realize until right before this live stream when I checked and I saw, you know, when my last live stream was. I could have sworn I did a live stream since getting back, but I did not. This is indeed the first. That's a longer break than I was intending on taking after getting back from MAG. But a break was in order. I mean, come on. I'd been streaming a pretty decent amount before MAG, and then obviously all the traveling with MAG. I think roughly, what was that, like a week break? Not even a week, 6 days. 6-day break isn't bad. Not counting MAG, the run at MAG, of course. Not counting that. I think that's probably why it felt like I streamed, like, not long ago, is probably because of MAG. That's probably why it feels like... Well, then again, that was like 5 days ago, though. That was still a while ago. But yeah. So yeah, I'm back. We are back. To any of you who have not watched the MAG run, holy shit are you missing out. So if you haven't watched the MAG run and you don't want spoilers, I recommend not watching this live stream because I am going to be talking about my run at MAGFest, my race against Nate at MAGFest. I am going to be talking about it. And normally, I would never say shit like this. Like, oh, you don't want to run spoiled for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not that... I don't know how you really spoil a run, I guess. But this is a race where you do want to see the ending. It is so good. It could not have gone better if we had planned it. Like, legitimately, if we had sat down before MAG and said, okay, we are going to use, like, a modified ROM, and we're going to coordinate with one another to put on a show, if we had set up that entire race, if we had, like, previously set everything up that way, we still could not have planned it as well as it went during that race. Unfucking believable, by the way. I cannot fucking believe that race even happened. I have a link right here. Let me get it for you. I legitimately cannot believe that happened at a marathon. But it did. Like, I want you guys to think about the odds of what happened at that race. Like, okay, so if anybody here is still listening, and you do want to see the ending for yourself, and you don't want to get spoiled, this is your final warning. I'm about to talk about spoilers for this race. Trust me, it is good. If you have 3 hours to bust, go watch that, okay? If you don't care and you don't mind hearing it from my mouth instead, then stick around because I'm about to talk about it. Okay, spoiler warning is over. So, I think that's the first time I've ever had to give a spoiler warning for something that I'm involved in. That feels pretty cool. To be like, yeah, I have to give spoiler warnings for, like, something I did. That's cool. That's interesting. Anyways. So, the way the race ended, for those of you who weren't there and don't feel like watching it, me and Nate both beat the game within 15 seconds of one another. Now, if you've been around on this channel for a long time, you've watched me probably do dozens, if not hundreds of races, depending on how long you've been around. I've done probably thousands of races. Well, maybe not thousands of races, but I've definitely done many, many hundreds of races over my almost a decade of running that game, of running Forbidden Memories. And, races that end that close are not really something that happens. It's happened before, but it's very rare. And when I say very rare, I mean, like, in my 10 years of doing it, like, you could probably count on one... You could definitely count on one hand how many times it's happened to me, personally. You could count on two hands how many times I've seen it happen to anybody, right? That's how rare It is. Because you guys have to think about this. You guys know Forbidden Memories. You know how there's RNG and every run is different, right? So what are the odds that a 3-hour long run with so much RNG and so many different variables, what are the odds that a run that long with so many variables happen to end, 2 runs happen to end within half a turn of one another, 15 seconds? Because one full turn in Forbidden Memories, let's say, is roughly 30 seconds. So that means that me and Nate finished within half a turn of one another. That's fucking insane. I've almost never had that happen in my life. But the fact that, like, what are the odds that A, that happened at all, but B, that happened at the marathon? What are the odds? Also, another thing I want to talk about real quick is how bad that could have gone. What happened during that race was really cool. The way that it ended, right? It was really fucking awesome. And that was the good ending. We are in the good universe right now. All right? We are in the good timeline. Now, let me talk about the bad timeline of what could have possibly happened if me and Nate both lost. So, here's the thing, chat. Something I did not realize during that run, in the moment, right? So, in the moment when me and Nate were on Nightmare, here's something I did not realize. And I don't know how much anyone else realized it, except for the staff. We were already, well, not our run, but the event was already behind schedule, right? And the reason for that is because my run was supposed to start at 8 a.m., okay? And if you were watching, you may have noticed that it didn't start for maybe 30 minutes late, right? Now, that wasn't my fault necessarily. That wasn't Nate's fault. That wasn't really anybody's fault. It was really MAGFest's fault that happened. And the reason for that is because the venue, so this year only, this is the only year it's ever been like this, but this year only, the actual venue where MAGFest is held, did not open until 8 a.m. Like, they didn't let people in, they didn't let you get your badge, right? So here's the thing, I got in late on Friday to MAGFest, or to the area, right? Because, see, here's the thing. I didn't stay in the same hotel that the event was going on in. So, the event of MAGFest and MAGFest, right? It's held in a big hotel called the Gaylord. LOL, right? Big hotel, right? Me and Nate did not stay in that hotel. We stayed in a hotel that was much better, about 10 minutes of a drive away, right? Now, the issue with that is that we got into, or at least I got into my hotel, again, 10 minutes away from the event, late on Friday. Let's say at around 10 p.m., right? So we didn't get there until very late. And since, if we were just in the same hotel as the event, then as soon as we got there, I could have just, went down an elevator and gotten my badge, right? But since we were in a different hotel, I would have had to stop the 5-hour drive, unpack everything at 10 p.m., and then at like 11 p.m., get back in my car, drive 10 minutes down to MAG to get my badge, and it would have been horrible, right? So I didn't get my badge on Friday. Nirakaze, holy shit, thank you for the 40. Goddamn, dude. Oh my god.
Burning the midnight oil, I see.
Oh, I be burning the midnight oil. It's the first stream back from MAG. I gotta tell a story, But thank you. I don't know where my bell is. Yes, I do. Nut button is still in my car. So we won't have any of that. I apologize. But thank you, Nirakaze. Goddamn. Anyways, really quick. So, I got to the hotel on Friday, like, late. So I couldn't get my badge on Friday. Now, Nate and Go Cubbies got to the hotel earlier. So they were actually able to get their badge on Friday. Now, when Saturday comes around, our run is at 8 a.m. It's scheduled for 8 a.m. But remember how I said that they're not, like, they let us into the building because we're runners, but they refused to give us our badges until 8 a.m. on the dot. And our run was at 8 a.m. on the dot, 2 stories up, you know? Raheel, by the way, thank you.
88.m. It's already 9:14 here. You're late for work. I'll need you to work on Saturday too. That would be great.
What the fuck? That would be great. Oh, is that Office Space? I don't remember that quote, but that would be great is definitely an Office Space thing. That would be great. Anyways, so our run is scheduled for 8 a.m., right? So I get to the venue at about 7:45. And I go in the venue. They let me in because I'm a runner for MAG. And I go to get my badge. And they're like, "No, you can't get your badge. We're not giving out badges until 8 a.m." And I'm like, "But sir, my run is at 8 a.m. all the way up there." And he said, "Well, that sucks." And I said, yeah, it kind of does. And then so this guy was a major asshole. I'm downplaying him. This guy was a big, fat dick. I hate this guy. I mean, he's just doing his job, but fuck him. Because, not fuck him for not giving me my badge. I don't care about that. I understand that, but he was an asshole about it, okay? And don't fucking tell me, I said this to other people, and they were like, "Well, he has to deal with a lot of people, and it is very stressful." Listen, it was 8 in the fucking morning, and I was the only one in the building, okay? He had dealt with nobody that day. He just woke up and decided to be an asshole, okay? I get it. Fine, whatever. But, I was like, yeah, but I was like, "Hey, can I get my badge?" And he's like, "Yeah, we literally can't do that until 8. And I'm like, "Oh, well, I have a speed run that starts at 8, all the way over there." And you know what this fucker says in response? He says, "Well, you better run fast then." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Wow, what a dick. You better run fast then. What an asshole. Holy shit. Anyways. So, the reason I'm telling this story, so 8 a.m. rolls around, we get our badge, and we're pretty much there. I'm there with my badge like at 8:05 pretty much, right? Like 5 minutes late, not even a big deal. But here's the thing. The people running the event were not ready yet. Right? The people running the event were not ready. And the run, if you guys were watching it live, you may have noticed our run didn't start until maybe a half hour after our scheduled time. And see, this is a problem because in my mind, I thought, okay, well, I got here on time. Nate got here on time. We were ready. So surely they are not going to try to rush us during our run. Surely they will not. Because the lateness is not my fault and it's not Nate's fault. It's their fault for sucking ass at scheduling. Because by the way, why the fuck would you schedule a run for 8 a.m. if you know the venue doesn't open until 8, until 8, right? You're just gonna fucking speedrun setup? That went well. Anyways, and don't tell me you didn't know, because I know you people knew. I know you knew. Because that shit was announced. You guys announced that a while ago. Like, when you made the schedule, you knew that the venue would be closed, in the middle of the night until 8. So, yeah, I feel like it's just not a good idea to schedule a run for the minute the venue opens. But anyways, so we started our run a half hour late just off of that, right? But in my mind, I didn't realize this because I figured, okay, well, it's not our fault, so they're not going to rush us or anything, and we have our full amount of time. We don't have to worry. We're not fucking anybody up on the schedule, right? So here's the thing. That race, the way that it ended, was amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing, right? Me and Nate, we finished the game within 15 seconds. And by the way, we checked 15 seconds of one another. That's insane. Here is the alternate reality where things did not go well. If me and Nate had both lost that duel to Nightmare, the entire run would have been a shit show. It would have been ruined if we had failed. Because our estimate was 3 hours. And me and Nate were both on Nightmare at around 2 hours and 48 minutes. So we only had about 12 minutes until our estimate, right? If we had lost to Nightmare, it takes longer than 12 minutes to beat the final 6. Let me reiterate that. It takes longer than 12 minutes to beat the final 6. So, had we failed, it would have been a double mercy kill. Yes. They would have stopped our run probably. Probably. I'm not 100% sure. But there's a good chance they would have killed our run. And that would have been it. And the reason for that, like I said, is A, they're already behind schedule. Not because of us, but because of their poor planning. And B, we would have been going over our estimate. So, even though we finished with 15 minutes to spare, right? We finished 15 minutes before estimate. So, after the run in the credits, if you watched, you would have heard me say, you know, hey, do I have 5 minutes to show them something? By the way, what I was going to show you guys was a 3D duel, just because a lot of people hadn't seen it. So that's why I yelled, hey, do we have 5 minutes to show them something? Now, here's the thing. We absolutely should have had 5 minutes. We absolutely should have had 5 minutes to show something off. We had the time. However, because they were behind schedule, I got a snarky remark of, no, you had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago. That is word for word what I was told. I was word for word told, no, you had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago. And I'm just thinking, wow, hey, not my fault that we're late, kind of your poor planning, that's the reason. I finished my run 15 minutes or 10 minutes, between 15 and 10 minutes, below estimate. I would really like to use that time to, you know, do things as I was given, right? Again, not my fault that everything started so late. And you can say, well, GFC, you were 5 minutes late because of you needed to pick up your badge. Yeah, but here's the thing. I was 5 minutes late. You're right. I was 5 minutes late. And when I got there, they were setting up. And then I sat around doing nothing for 20 minutes, right? So they weren't ready. If I had taken 20 extra minutes to get my badge, I would have been walking in the room and everything would have been the same. If I was 20 minutes early, everything would have been the same. It doesn't matter. I was 5 minutes late because I had to get my badge, but it didn't actually waste any time because they were already setting up. So that was a little bit annoying. Now, the way that I'm talking, you might think that I have something like against MAGFest or the MAGFest staff for the way that they treated me. And no, I don't. I think that they were a bit abrasive, and I think that their organization could have been a little bit better. Now, I do understand that it wasn't the plan, it wasn't always the plan for the venue to be closed at night. Now, normally the venue is open all night, right? So you can register, get a badge, you know, put a dick up your ass, you know, at 3 in the morning all you want. But I know that they had adequate notice that the venue would not be opening till 8, and they shouldn't have been late off of that. They shouldn't. If they can't get in at 7 in the morning to do setup, I mean, even earlier they should have been there, right? To do setup. And if they can't, then they shouldn't have scheduled the run that early. And I also understand that, as far as I know, me and Nate's race was the only race. And I do know that they kind of they kind of put off setting up our race. Just so you guys know, I didn't even know whether or not it was going to be a race until I was walking in the room getting on stage right before the run. Like, we did not know it was going to be a race. Now, I submitted it as a race, but what I was... this is... so, many months ago, when I originally submitted FM, I was told it might be a race, it might not be a race. We don't know if we can do races. We will find out when we get there. So, it was either going to be a race, or it was going to be one run with me, Nate, and Go Cubbies, and we were just going to kind of pass the controller around, right? And it would have been one run. And we did not know which would be which until we were already on stage, right? Which was definitely scary, because I was really worried. But yeah. I mean, MAGFest is not really a bad like fest. It's the best of all of them, right? GDQ I despise. I despise GDQ. But MAGFest is good. They had a few problems this year, and this is the second time I've run FM for them. They had a few problems back in January 2020 when I did it. But I will say they got way better. This is only their second in real life marathon, and only their third marathon ever, right? So MAGFest started in January 2020. It was the first year of MAGFest. I was there and I ran FM, and that was fun. But I had a lot of complaints about that year, way more than this one, because it was horribly disorganized in 2020. They had like really shitty headsets. Their audio, they had so many technical issues in 2020, right? 2021, January 2021, they didn't have the event. Well, they did, but it was remote. So I don't really count that as a learning experience for them on how to run a marathon, because the marathon is completely different in person versus remote. It's not even remotely close to being the same thing. So I don't count that one. And I didn't do any runs for it. And then this year, I will say, kind of blew my mind at how much better things were. Because remember, this is only their second marathon, and holy shit, was it better. We had, I mean, the room was still a bit small, but then again, you have to remember that there's not like a ton of people coming out. This isn't GDQ. We don't have 100,000 viewers. We barely broke. We didn't even break 200 for our run, which was still good. But yeah. So yeah, there were very little tech issues during the run. The only thing that I didn't like is that I wasn't able to hear my own game, which kind of sucked, because the audio that I got, so the headphones, the monitors that we had, all that stuff were great. The headsets we had were really nice. Go Cubbies had an actual fucking mic. Everything sounded pretty good. I'll give them that. But yeah, it was much more organized. The stage was way nicer. We actually had our own room this year because back in 2020 we didn't have our own room, and it sucked because it was insanely loud, and it being so loud is really bad for a lot of speedruns, because any speedrun that you need to hear the game in 2020, good luck. That's why I switched. In 2020, I was supposed to run RNG Minute, but in RNG Minute, I need to hear this game, and I need to hear it perfectly, or else I can't do the run. And I started to realize how loud it was there, and I was like, listen, I'm doing a 15 card run. I'm not fucking doing RNG Minute. There's no way I could. I don't even think I had proper game audio in 2020. Like, it was horrible. Things were bad. But this year, this is only their second in real life marathon. It was fucking great. I mean, a lot of high quality good stuff for a small marathon, especially. I mean, they're not a big marathon. They're tiny. They're held at a big event, of course, but it's not like they're getting a lot of funding from MAGFest to do this. But yeah, it was good. We raised $8,000 total. It was $8,000. So MAGFest in general raised $8,000 for Child's Play, and about $1,100 to $1,200, between $1,100 and $1,200 of that came during the Forbidden Memories run, and that's thanks to you guys. So thank you. That's thanks to you guys for donating during that run. But yeah. And MAGFest is great. Would highly recommend it. Get in now and try to steer the ship away from the rocks, you know what I'm saying? That's partially why I got into MAGFest in 2020, is because I figured if I can get in on the ground floor of this, I could kind of like, I could at least try to, you know, grab the steering wheel at certain times and just fucking fling it in the opposite direction of GDQ. Yeah, so one of the sad things is that No Winged Fiend never showed up. Now, I am not saying that No Winged Fiend is a liar or anything like that. I have not seen No Winged Fiend in my chat for weeks now. And he didn't watch Mag at all. He hasn't watched a stream in a couple weeks at all. So I think he never really had solid dates, and I couldn't contact him, by the way. I couldn't contact No Winged Fiend, which I guess in retrospect was probably dumb. As soon as he told me that he was going to do that, I probably should have said, hey, is there somewhere I can contact you just to, coordinate this with you? But I didn't do that. And he said the last time I saw No Winged Fiend was 2 months before Mag. So the whole forgetting thing, I guess, yeah, he either completely forgot and just hasn't been in the stream to be reminded, or something's wrong. I don't know. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's okay. It would have been really, really, really cool if that had happened. But I think we more than made up for it in how cool the run was. So the run was that run, man. I still can't get over that. But anyways, I've been talking for 30 minutes, so I could play the game now if you guys would prefer. And thank you again for the donations, guys. I appreciate it. Hang on, I just want to write something in the MAGFest feedback area. While I remember something, I want to write it in there really quick. It'll take me like less than 2 minutes. Just hang on. All right. Yeah, no, I just wanted to type out a little piece of feedback while I remembered it about the whole you had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago, because I kind of forgot about that particular wording that they used until now, and it just kind of made me a little mad. So I had to type it out. For those of you wondering, there's a feedback area for MAGFest, and like in a Discord server. And if you're wondering, I just said, I'll write more in-depth feedback later, but next time, if the venue is opening at 8 a.m., I think it would be wise to not schedule runs for 8 a.m. My run we ended up starting roughly 30-plus minutes late. We got there with what we thought was ample time to set everything up, so I don't attribute the lateness to me or Nate, the other runner. We finished our run with roughly 15 minutes to spare, and when I asked, do I have 5 minutes to show something off during the credits, I was told, no, you had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago. I don't mind giving up scheduled time of my run in order to get the event back on track, but I can't help but feel the organization on that end could have been better, as it was not me or Nate's fault things were behind, yet a snarky comment sort of implied it was, when in reality we were giving up time for the event. Like I said, just my 2 cents. I'll write a proper big ol' write-up of feedback later. I'm not upset or anything. I don't blame any of the staff or anything. I know things get tense. This event was amazing and was a completely different marathon to the one I ran for in 2020. Much more organization, better equipment, less tech issues, etc. But yeah, I think that was a snarky comment that kind of blamed me and Nate for how late things were, when in reality, the people making the comments were the people who fucked up. You know what I mean? It's not our fault that you guys were not on schedule. It's your fault, right? So, you know, I think it's just not really that fair to kind of be like, you don't get 5 minutes. You had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago, you know, implying that we were the reason things were late, when in reality it was them. I don't care that we didn't get those 5 minutes. Like I said, all I was going to do was show off a 3D duel, because we were watching the credits, and we were talking about all the wireframe 3D models that play during the Forbidden Memories credits. And I was like, okay, well, you know, it'd be cool to show off a 3D duel. Take 5 minutes for me to do that, right? Just reset the console, go into free duel, 3D duel the first monster I get, boom, done, you know? And we finished our run like 10 to 15 minutes early from our estimate. Yeah, just don't schedule a run on the dot of an event opening. Yes, I think that's why. Because when you do that, the first run kind of gets cucked a little bit. And yeah, that kind of sucked a little bit, but that's okay. Like I said, if I said, hey, could I have 5 minutes to show something off, and they replied to me and said, no, we're a little bit behind schedule right now. Is it possible for that to be it? Is that okay? Like, if they had just said and been nice about it like that, then I would have said, yeah, no problem, you know? Oh, the world of MAGFest doesn't get to see a 3D duel, but the event gets to get a little bit back on track. That's worth it, right? I think that's worth it. I would have said yes, absolutely. Even if they didn't give me the option, even if they told me, like, and they just said, no, we don't have time, I would have said, okay, right? But it was the comment that really bugged me on that one. It was the comment. It was the comment that kind of implied, you know, you had your time, you know, but you wasted it by being late, so you don't get any time. That's kind of what they said, kind of implied. And it was really annoying because we were live when they said that. Like, there were like a ton of people in the room behind me who heard them yelling this, who heard me asking. I don't know what you guys heard on stream. I'm sure you heard me ask, but I don't think you heard what they said. But, like, shit, don't fucking talk to the runners like that on stream. What are you, nuts? I'm kind of curious if you guys could hear that at the time. I guess really quick, I'll show you guys the last couple seconds of the run, if you haven't seen it. Just because I want to see if they, What? I just want to see really quick. You didn't hear me ask or their answer? I'm not sure if my mic was live at that time. It should have been. I think it should have been, but I'm not sure. I might have flipped it up. I don't know. Let me see. Let's find out.
Understandable.
All right. So I was playing for the puzzle later. So normally when I put so Dark Knight started with Venus.
Indeed.
It's another moon.
Another
Gate Guardian. I don't like that.
A bit rough.
I don't like that.
Here. Let's see what we get.
Oh, we're so close. All I need is a dragon, and then there's a very good chance I could win this. If I draw a dragon next turn. Here's the deal. 2-card draw. I have about 13 dragons in this deck. If one of those 2 cards is a dragon, my odds of winning are very high.
Yeah, by the way, if I didn't draw a dragon on this turn, I would not have finished the run, by the way. 3-card draw.
Yeah! He got a dragon! He got a dragon! Okay. There it is!
It was the last card in the hand, by the way. I cannot even describe to you how much I was clenching my ass cheeks at that moment. Because if I did not draw that dragon, I would have lost against Nightmare, and I would have never finished the run.
Unbelievable.
No top deck. All right, I'm going to okay, this is a good hand for me. Twin-headed with Megamorph opening hand. If I don't see ultimate here, I should be fine.
Tate has a fantastic start. Let me just refresh here real quick.
Just no sun, please.
Yep. Let's take a look real quick.
Okay, it's a moon. It's a moon.
That's a black skull. Okay.
So Nate's on Nightmare right now, and so am I. I'm gonna do a full watch through of this run on stream one of these days, so that I could talk to you guys about cool stuff. But by the way, if I didn't draw that MBD, Nate would have won. That MBD draw right there at that exact moment.
Okay, we're still good.
All right.
And Regeki, by the way. If I didn't draw MBD and Regeki right there.
Here we go. Don't play ultimate and I win next turn. It's not an ultimate.
THTD. Oh, man.
That's it. Get ready. I'm about to call time.
Get ready for the split, yeah.
Hold it.
Here we go. Just sec.
Hold it.
On his cue.
And
in just a moment.
Time.
Wow.
And Nate's about to finish
got
too.
it right here. Oh my gosh. Right now. Within seconds. That was like within 15 seconds. Oh my gosh.
And
1 sec. And
time.
Time again.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Absolutely insane. I want you guys to know that I've been speedrunning this game for like almost 10 years. And in all of that time, the amount of times that a race happened that was this close, to me, I could count on one hand. To anybody that I've seen, I could count on 2. Like, it's insane.
And there's probably been, like, you can count on one hand how many races have finished that close.
Let alone 15 card or any
Oh my
category.
gosh.
Any percent 5 card, 15 card. This is unbelievable.
So I was kind of rushing to the credits here on purpose. I wanted to read the text, but I was rushing to the credits because in my mind I was thinking about having time for a 3D duel.
Phenomenal start. You guys have been unbelievable.
181 viewers on the live stream too. Unreal.
I think we started this morning at like 2,800 or something like that.
It was 3,800.
3,800. Excuse me. Y'all have been absolutely unbelievable.
Oh wow.
Y'all have been the best. The audience, the viewers, the chatters, the lurkers, of course, the 2 guys in front of me here.
Hopefully I have it in this video.
I think we kind of segue from that as well. Guys, what do you think?
How about this card game business? How about
There were a lot of people in the room, by the way. Like, there were people standing because there weren't enough seats. It was pretty cool.
Here's the 3D models that they made for all 722 monsters, and then they bind it to an optional button that 99% of people didn't even know existed in the game. All that work for pretty much nothing.
Except for the most satisfying moment in any run, which is, of course, the credits and to see these lovely wireframe models.
Oh yeah, it is nice for 1999.
Yeah, this is some fantastic work. Absolutely.
I think I ask around now.
Fantastic. Like,
how the game was for 1999, the polygon models that you see here, it was ahead of its time, really, to say the least.
It's incredible, really. I'm blown away that they were able to pull.
Right now, I think I was. You'll see me looking down. I'm pretty sure right now I was like looking at the console, thinking about resetting it and just doing it, like just starting a 3D duel, like while we were doing the outro. But then like I kind of realized that like I should probably ask, just make sure that we had time. I genuinely thought we did. Like, I thought I was going to be like, hey, do we have 5 minutes to show something off? And they'd be like, yeah, go for it, you know? Because it was such an amazing run. We got so many donations. We got so many viewers. You know, we finished ahead of schedule. So I was like, fuck yeah, they're definitely going to say yes, but I'll ask just in case. Like, I was looking at the console, getting ready to reset it, and then I was like, oh, I'll ask just in case.
Off something like this, Konami and Forkis did back in the day. On the PS1, by the way, did I mention, this is just absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, we couldn't go into Free Duel, but if you look it up on YouTube, there are some absolutely tremendous models for the cards in game.
How much time until the next run? Do we have like 5 minutes?
I was gonna say
no.
It's like, after all of that suspense. But, yeah, great. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
Oh, you could actually hear her doing it. You can actually hear her saying you had your 5 minutes 15 minutes ago. I didn't think you'd be able to hear it. Wow. What an asshole. You can actually hear it. That's funny. Wait, it's in the background and it's hard to hear it over us laughing, but it's there. I don't know if I could turn it up barely. Here, I'm going to turn it up. I'll put my finger up when she's about to say it, or when she starts saying it. Just listen closely.
But, yeah, great. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
Laughing in order to break the tension of kind of an assholey thing to say. So it was actually two different people. One person yelled, "No!" And then the other person, after we were done, said the other thing. Let me see if we can hear that "no" again.
I was gonna say no.
There's the "no." You guys heard it right there.
Models that you see here, it was ahead of its time, really, to say the least.
It's incredible, really. I'm blown away that they were able to pull off something like this. Konami and Forkis did back in the day. On the PS1, by the way, did I mention, this is just absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, we couldn't go into Free Duel, but if you look it up on YouTube, there are some absolutely tremendous models for the cards in game.
How much time until the next run? Do we have like 5 minutes?
I was gonna say
no.
It's like, after all of that suspense. But, yeah, great. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
Okay. It's one of those moments. Like, goddamn, man. It's a little rough, don't you think? Like, I'm not crazy here in thinking that that was a little kind of rough, right? Like, that was a little bit like, whew. Oof. It's like that was a bit of an oof moment right there. I don't think I'm alone in thinking that. And then you have like the most awkward laughing, which is kind of funny. Kind of funny to listen to us like awkwardly laughing after the fact. It was really funny, actually. Literally nothing warranted being that rude, in my opinion. But they were great. They were great. The staff were great. That moment, not one of their best moments, but they were great overall. They were great. They were cool people. I'm not trying to be like, wow, this is a bad person. Fuck Mag. How could they, you know? I just think, you know, she said it as a joke and she said it like laughing while she said it, but maybe don't do that. I can kind of understand that a lot of the people behind the stage who said those things probably aren't used to, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. Aren't used to being in front of and heard by a large number of people all at once. Or maybe they are, I don't know, but I feel like that's the type of thing someone would say who doesn't really know how to conduct themselves in front of like on a live stream with a lot of people watching or something. I don't know. That's just what comes off in my mind. I could be wrong. And again, I don't think it was meant with any malice. But, you know, just a reminder, we were not late because the event was not late because of me or Nate. The event was late because of them. We finished 10 minutes ahead. We had time, okay? Just throwing that out there. If me and Nate were the reason things were late, then I could kind of... I mean, even then, it's super unprofessional to say something like that. You know what I mean? Even if it was me and Nate's fault for being late, I still don't think you should say stuff like that in front of that many people. But it wasn't, right? Even then, I would think it'd be more warranted, but you still shouldn't do it. But, like, it was their fault they were late anyway, so... I don't know. It kind of... The way they said it kind of implies that it was me and Nate's fault, and it wasn't. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'll play the game now. I apologize to everyone who doesn't care. Yeah, I definitely do not agree with that. Yeah, it's just one of those things that kind of like, I didn't realize it in the moment because like in the moment I thought like, oh wow, okay. But then my mind kind of just immediately threw it out because I just finished an amazing marathon run, this thing that I've been building up, in my head and in front of my viewers for months and months and months has finally just happened, and it went better than I ever could have hoped. Like, me, Nate, and Go Cubbies, we were on top of the world when we were walking out of that event. Like, when that video was taken, I don't think me, Nate, or Go Cubbies have, like, ever felt better. Like, we were feeling so good for how well it went that, like, I don't even think it really registered in our brains, like, that was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I don't even think it registered in our brains that was, like, a bad thing at the time. It registered in mine that was, that I was like, oh, okay. But then I kind of just, moved on. I didn't even think of it. But then, like, after I got back to the hotel after that, and I, like, started, like, thinking about how things went, I was like, huh. That was a little fucked up. But yeah, me, Nate, and Go Cubbies, we were on top of the fucking world, chat. I cannot tell you. That run was so amazing that runs like that barely ever happen normally, let alone at a marathon. Come on, dude. When we walked out of there, we felt like fucking kings of the world, dude. We felt so good. We were smiling. We were laughing. We were talking about the run and how amazing it was. Oh my God. It was great. What a great feeling. What a great feeling, boys. That was like one of the best feelings I've ever had when it comes to something like this. Probably just ever. That was amazing, dude. To have that many people watching around the world and in person and them getting to see that. After the run, by the way, we went backstage after the run, and I had a couple people who were like staff for the event who specifically walked up to me and told me like that was so tense. There was the guy who runs the event literally said to me, he said, I've never seen this game before, but that was one of the most like amazing tense runs I've ever seen. Like, holy shit. It felt so good, dude. It felt so good. It felt like everything I've been doing for the past, like, decade all came together for one moment on that nightmare duel. And, like, just basking in everything going right for once. You know what I mean? It was amazing. So, yeah. I'll play the video game now. Sorry. And the video's doing really well on YouTube too, by the way. I just uploaded that like a day or two ago, and it already has like 2K views. Pretty great. Yeah, that was your first ever live marathon, and it went like that. That's so crazy. The run I did in 2020 was tense too, but like nothing near what happened in me and Nate's race. God, it's warm in here, man. I swear I turned down the heat. Take off my socks. You don't want me to take off my socks. Yes. Negative on both ends, by the way. Nate. I forgot to tell you, but yes, negative on both. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think you saw that somebody tested positive. Somebody who was at MAGFest tested positive for that, for COVID. But yeah. Me and Farrell both tested negative. Yeah, I figured we would. I'm glad that we did. I didn't get sick after the event, either. I always get sick after fucking conventions. This was, like, one of the only conventions that I didn't get sick after. If any of you have ever been to any convention, anime, gaming, I don't care, anything, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that, like, it's so easy to get sick when you get home from those things. I've gotten sick. I got sick after, like, every AGDQ I ever went to, like, back in the day. It even has its own name, the GDQ flu. Like, it happens to so many people. But I don't know if this helped, but while I was on the trip, I decided to me and Farrell both decided to take vitamin C supplements while we were on the trip. We took like a lot of vitamin C once per day to try to boost our immune system a little bit to maybe not get sick. And we didn't get sick, so I don't know. I don't know. My brother's fine, by the way. He did not have COVID. And he is healed. I also, I saw, I saw on Twitter after I got back from MAG, I saw on Twitter, this person tweeted, they tweeted a few days before MAG, and the tweet was along the lines of, it was like, hi everybody, hey, this is a really good time to cancel your MAGFest ticket if you were planning on going. And then it was like 10 tweets about how COVID is bad and how you're a bad person if you go. Like, it was literally like, you need to cancel it. And just know, if you don't cancel your thing, like, you're not hanging out with me and like shit like that. And like, it was just mind-boggling to me. You saw that thread? Yeah, that was the stupidest fucking shit I've ever read in my life. It's so stupid. And the reason that it's stupid is because MAG did so well. MAG did so well at keeping things, MAG was very strict about their COVID policy. MAG was very strict about their COVID policy. They handled it really, really, really well. So, like, if what MAG did is still not good enough for these people, then nothing ever will be. Ever. Okay? MAG was strict as shit about their COVID policies. They were strict as shit. Guys, before me and Nate started our run, we had to ask to remove our masks when we were sitting to do the run. And I heard stories that while people were doing their runs on Friday, that I think it was either hotel employees or MAG employees would pop their head into the room and be like, those guys need to be wearing a mask. Like the people on stage doing their run. That is how fucking strict it was there. They had a way to self-report if you had ever been infected, so that anyone else who is at MAG would, know, okay, this person got COVID and he was in this room between these hours and so was I. Like, they did so many things to be safe. And still, you have these absolute pieces of shit on Twitter who are like, who don't even know anything about the event, who don't know anything. They don't know what the policies are. They didn't go, obviously, so they don't know anything about it. But they're like, yeah, MAGFest bad. If you go, you are bad. It's like, dude. Oh, God, dude. Like, you must be so fun at parties. The parties you don't go to because of COVID. Jesus Christ, man. Just hide in your basement for another year. Christ almighty, stay away from me. Jesus. Oh yeah, and then they made a tweet that was like don't go to Katsucon. So for those of you wondering, Katsucon is an anime convention that I've been to before, and it is held at the same hotel that MAG is. And it happened, I think it's happening this weekend, actually. Like, it's the next, it's like a few weeks after MAG at the same hotel. And again, they were like telling people to like cancel their plans for it and shit. And I was like, listen, I was just there for MAG. If that's not good enough, then I don't know what is. Should we just not do anything forever? Well, no, but the spread is so bad right now. It's always bad. It's gonna be bad until everybody gets it, and that's the end. Here's the thing. Everybody's going to get COVID. One form or another. Period. It's gonna happen. Just accept it. It's not going away. We're never getting rid of COVID. It is here to stay, and it is going to become just a disease that we deal with. Okay? The spread's always going to be there. As long as you're not an idiot and you take very good precautions, you're good. Just take precautions. That's all you gotta do. And trust me, MAG took precautions. I could see if it was like, well, I looked at their policies and their policies were bad, right? Like if they were like, listen, I looked at what their policy is and they're not requiring masks and they're encouraging everyone to fucking spit at each other's face as they walk along the halls and this is not good and you shouldn't go because it's not going to be good. Then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But, I mean, their COVID thing was so... You had to have your vaccination card in order to get a badge. You had to be masked at all times while walking around the event anywhere, really. We might have had to wear our masks during our run. Thank God we didn't, because that would have been fucking stupid. But like, that was something that was, like, in question. That's how fucking stringent things were. It's just insane, man. I had a lot of fun at MAG. It was great. High Horse tweeting there in parallel. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is at the end of the day. Is, you know, I'm better than you. Yeah, it's just, what's the word? Virtue signaling, that's all it is. It's, you know, hey, I'm not going to this convention because I care about people dying from COVID. You're going to that convention and you're not canceling? What do you want people to die? What do you want people to fucking keel over and die? What do you want old grandma to fucking cough and die? What are you, stupid? What are you, an asshole? How dare you? I'm glad I'm not an asshole like you are. Oh, you filth. You know what I mean? Now, like that's the vibe I get from people like that. It's like fucking suck on my poo-poo, dude. Jesus H. Christ. Sound like you have a sniffle, you all good? Yeah, I'm good. I've had a blocked nose for like weeks now. Sometimes it's blocked, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's too not blocked, if that makes sense. Do you guys ever get it where sometimes there's so little snot in your nose that breathing kind of burns after a while? Does anyone ever get that? Where like your nostril is so clear. There's absolutely nothing in it. Not here, not all the way up here. There's nothing in your nostril. So you're just getting like fully, you know, like fully unfiltered air. And it kind of like stings and like hurts a little bit after a little while. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I've been for a little while. I hate that shit. I hate that. Yeah, that's exactly where it is right now. I'm at either one extreme or another. Either I'm too blocked and I can't breathe out my nose, or I'm too not blocked and it hurts to breathe. Like it's one or the other right now. It sucks ass, man. Yeah, COVID's not going away. No, anybody who tries to tell you that, oh, we could beat this thing. No, you can't. It's not going away. COVID's not just going to disappear. It's not going to happen. I don't care how many people get vaccinated. COVID's not going away. The vaccinations don't stop getting infected. Yes, they stop you from getting the worst of the symptoms, and that's good. Go get vaccinated. But you're still going to get it. That's life. You're going to get COVID at least once. Nothing we could do about it anymore. So may as well not shut down the world for the next 10 years. I don't know, maybe I'm just a poo-poo pants. Who knows? Oh, get destroyed. Oh, nice flesh. That's awesome. I'd rather have a stuffy nose than a completely empty nostril. I agree. Big agree on that, dude. I would much rather be blocked. I'd rather just breathe through my mouth instead of having to deal with that fucking horrible shit. I don't know, like fucking 4 or 5. Yeah, less lethal, more contagious. Yeah, that's what it's going to end up being. It's going to end up being super contagious, but at the same time, it's going to be... Oh, look at this fusion, by the way. I don't get to do this often. Rainbow flower plus a fish. You can also do Hashininjin, that little fairy fucker with a little rainbow on him, plus a fish. Pretty cool shit, if you ask me. Bop. Yeah, that's what vaccination... Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it is going to become like a second flu, kind of. Now, I'm not one of those people who's saying, oh, you know, like from the beginning, like COVID has always just been as bad as the flu. It's not any worse. It's worse, obviously. It was. But if you're vaccinated, it's not. So just get vaccinated and move on with your life. The end. That's what it should be. It should be get vaccinated and move on. Or don't get vaccinated and move on. I don't fucking care. I'm vaccinated. I don't give a shit. Yeah, Omicron is highly contagious, but much less lethal, from what I've read. Oh, I do have a Hashininjin. Yeah, this guy. This guy also makes 7-colored fish. Look at that stupid fucking face. God, that makes me angry. I just want to fucking punch him, dude. I don't think this will be a bad rank, but I just gotta go, man. Increase in remote work, yeah, that's a very big positive. Because of COVID, the world realized, hey, we don't actually need to go to these places in order to do all this shit. We could do this shit from our houses. Wow. I feel like this would have happened eventually, but it would have taken a really long time for us to get to that point. Also, Pog. I feel like the increase in remote work would have happened, but it would have taken much longer for us to get to this point. But COVID kind of... Wow, I have way too many plants. COVID kind of pushed it into turbo mode, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Yes, I'm exactly the same as you, Liffin Crow. I am pro-vaccine, but anti-vaccine mandates. Exactly. I think you should all get vaccinated if you can, but I don't want the government forcing people to get vaccinated. If anything, it will have the opposite effect. Also, stop making cringe songs about vaccines, you fucking idiot TV funny men. Jesus Christ. If I have to hear one more cringe song about how masks are great or how fucking vaccines, you know, make fucking Obama come, I'm going to have a heart attack. If you get the vaccine, Joe Biden will not poopy pants for a couple days. It will make him very happy. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for putting it in a song form, TV Funny Men. Thank you for doing your part during our trying time. God, I hate late night hosts. Oh, you guys never heard? Guys don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Don't worry. Forget I said anything. Save yourself. Get restrictions. I know. It depends on the place, AGCR. As of right now, there's no mandate saying you can't enter places. Like, I am okay if a business makes the decision that they don't want you in their fucking building unless you have a mask on or unless you're vaccinated, right? If a business wants to make that decision, I disagree with it, but fine, right? What I don't want is the government saying, hey, businesses, you have to make that decision. I don't agree with that. If a business wants to allow people who are unvaccinated or don't have a mask into their establishment, they should be able to. I live in northeastern Pennsylvania, and I can tell you guys that I rarely ever wear a mask when I go out anymore. Pretty much like 99% of the places I go do not require a mask anymore. Like restaurants, you know, grocery stores, none of them require masks, at least where I'm at anymore. And most people aren't wearing masks where I'm at anymore. Most people have moved on, which is nice. But, yeah, another quick story that relates to this. Before I left for MAG, right, I stopped at a game store in order to buy a new PS1 controller, right? And I sent Farrell into the store because there was really nowhere to park, so I kind of just put on my four-ways, and I said, Farrell, just go grab it. I gave her my card. So she ran in, right? And she goes into this game store, and it's like a used game store, right? So it's like a mom-and-pop owned thing. And as soon as she comes in to the place, there is... there's a guy, like, not far away from her, the owner of the shop. And as soon as she walks in the door, she says, hi, do you guys have PS1 controllers in stock? And the guy responds by saying, do you have a mask in stock? Because she wasn't wearing a mask. And I'm like, and she runs back out to the car. And she's like, she tells me the story. She's like, I need a mask. And I'm like, fuck that. Get in the car. I'm not fucking spending my money here anymore. Unbelievable. I can understand requiring a mask. I cannot understand being an asshole about it. What a dick. So yeah, I've shopped at that shop many times over the years, and I will never go back there. I will never spend another dime there. You don't treat a customer like that. I don't give a shit what's going on in the world. You don't treat a customer like that. She was the only person in the store, other than the guy who owned it, who was like 10, 20 feet away from her. But still, I can understand requiring a mask. If you want to require a mask, that's fine. Don't be an asshole, okay? Yeah, the pandemic has made dicks out of people, it's true. People are assholes, dude. So yeah, I am unfortunately still using the same shitty controller that I've been using. because I was not able to get a new controller on the way to MAG, which was the plan, by the way. That was my plan. I planned on getting another controller. But I was live streaming at the time, like an IRL live stream, and Nate was in the chat, thank God. And when she got back in the car, I just said, Nate, do you have a controller I can use for the run? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, get back in the car. We're not doing this. I'm not going here anymore. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Oh my God. That's a lot. Shoddy really been putting out lately, I'll give him that. Yeah, I just don't agree with private businesses being absolutely forced to require masks. Not at this point. Not at this point. At this stage in the game, you should not have government mandates telling you have to wear a mask in everywhere. I think that that's stupid. You want to do it with government buildings? Fine. But that's about all you should have control over in this sense. I just don't agree with it. Oh, no. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Made a boo-boo. I thought it was gonna be a shield, man. Come on. See, that's what I thought it was gonna be. In Seattle, you have to be fully vaxxed and show your card to eat at restaurants. See, that's just fucked, in my opinion. That's fucked up. Having to carry around your COVID card everywhere you go. That's insane to me. It never got that bad where I'm at. Where I'm at in northeastern Pennsylvania, that was never a thing. Having to carry around my COVID card. The only time I've ever had to show someone my COVID card was at MAGFest to get my badge. And that's acceptable, fine. You want to require vaccinations for a large event with thousands of people in close proximity? Sure. Makes sense. I'm good with that. Do it. But for me to go and, you know, buy a couple fucking 5-hour energies at the grocery store, or to buy my new dragon butt plug at Walmart, I don't know about that one, Chief. Don't know if I agree with that one, Chief. I could even equip this and it would do nothing. God, I hate my life. Digital pass. I believe that there's a way to do that. I think I haven't looked into it because again, I don't need to carry around proof of vaccination. But I think there's a way to do it digitally where I live. I believe there is. Not 100% because like I said, I've never had to do it. But I think there is. But still, that's still kind of stupid. Yeah, no, I mean, Walmart was just an example. But yeah, like, that's fucking dumb, man. I love how the past, like, 3 or 4 streams has just been me going on about the COVID situation. I feel like a lot of people who don't really know that much about me or this stream probably think that I'm like a fucking Like, I feel like having these opinions should not be something that's, like, socially ostracized these days. Like, I don't think I should be looked at like I'm, like, a tinfoil hat-wearing, you know, conspiracy theorist, right, you know, for saying what I'm saying. I don't think I should be looked at like an anti-vaxxer for saying what I'm saying. Like I said, I support the vaccines, if anything. I just don't support them being mandated. Current record, 1 hour, 12 minutes by Xarion. Ooh. I never win Time Wizard anymore, man. Let's go. Oh, I got 2. Oops. Wearing masks sucks when you wear glasses like I do. So typically, if I have to go to a place that requires a mask, I just won't wear glasses that day at all. Because it's so incredibly annoying to wear a mask with glasses, because then every time I take a breath, every single time I breathe, my glasses fog up. It's horrible. I hate it so much. I also hate what I'm looking at right now so much. No, Beast Fangs doesn't work on any of these. Ay caramba. Oh, I should be A-teching. Yeah, oh well. I don't even think I'm going to be able to win the duel, let alone A-tech. Yeah, government officials preaching about having to wear a mask everywhere and then being filmed at, you know, $2 million parties not wearing masks. Rules for thee, but not for me. I'm going to die next turn, maybe. Yep, exactly, Dizzle. And I hate that. I hate that people assume you're anti-vax anytime you criticize COVID vaccinations, which are completely different from anything we've ever had before. It's a completely different situation that is just not comparable. Oh, I am in trouble. These are opposing Guardian stars. Probably gonna have to do this. Yep, I don't really see another way out of this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I might be screwed then. Well, there is one thing I can do. I cannot put this in Jupiter. And if I put it in Uranus and I leave it in attack mode, then this can kill me. So my only choice is to do this. Which will magic lock, but if that's a Bright Castle, I'm dead. Okay. I might have just killed myself, actually. Actually, wait, hold up. It's annoying, but that's okay. So this won't be killed by this. I need to keep that alive right now. But I can't kill this, okay. I shouldn't be Regeki'd. Should still be magic locked. Alright, can I wipe their field now? What did he play? That can kill that. That can kill that. This can kill that. Okay, yeah. That was close. That was really close, actually. I win, but it's obviously not an ATEC. Oh, I should have. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter now. Alright. That was a really rough duel. This run is bad, but that's okay. Just a reminder, exclamation... Oh, I don't even have the bot on. Well, at the top of the description, there's a donation link. Click on it. Anything that you donate really helps the stream. Gotta hit this goal tonight. Don't have to hit the whole goal tonight, but I have to, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, pretty close to the full goal tonight. Dragon Treasure, let's go. Dragon Treasure, 2 dragons, 2 ATH, beautiful. I have just way too many plants. Way too many females and shit. Okay. But yeah, I gotta turn on my bot. But yeah, anything helps. See if we can hit this dono goal by the end here. That'd be fucking amazing. I will say this. If we hit the dono goal before the end of this run, then I would be willing to play a round of Mario Party Superstars with any of you on stream, like right now. We would have to hit the goal first, which is why I'm saying before the end of this run, because then I could finish this run, and then we could play, if anybody wanted to. The run might end here, honestly. This is really unlucky. Oh, well, okay then. That takes care of it. Not a free twerk. Yeah, I am still owed for all that twerking I did back then, okay? You guys owe me for that. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Alright, take it easy, LJW. Yeah, I'm gonna have to YOLO if I want to end it this turn. YOLO successful. No, I did not Rex farm. Not too much, but could be worse. Still have a lot of plants. Gotta keep chipping away at those for now. In my opinion. Yeah, I've had a runny nose for a bit now. Guess I could try A-teching here, see what happens. Yo, $3.01 from Weeru. Thank you so much, Weeru. Legendary, dude.
$3.01 donation received from Wairu. Had to ruin the 69, my dude.
It's nice. Was there a... We're not at $69, are we? No, we didn't get nearly that many donations. Oh, the 69 cents. I see. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, good night, VN. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. I will do my best to have a good run. I hope this doesn't crash the game, but let's find out. I'm turning on my bot. Okay, let's see if the bot's working. Yo, we're here with the 399s. God damn, dude. Thank you so much.
$3.99
Jesus.
donation received from Rahel III. Don't turn off you bot.
The bot is on, the bot is on. Do not fret, the boat is owned. Rude. Yeah, he fucked up. He put the 69 right back. Some men just need 69 in their lives, chat. That's what this shows, without a shadow of a doubt. That was a B-Tech. What? Oh, how is that not 9 turns? Oh, he fused 1 turn. Oh. Oh, I must have turned off my mic. Whoops. I don't know how long it's been off for. But, oh, that was a B-Tech, dude. Yeah. So A-Techs need to be 9 turns long. And normally, 9 turns have passed once the AI has 27 cards left. Because the AI plays 1 card every turn, right? So if they play 1 card every turn, 9 turns would have passed when they have 27 cards left. However, if the AI fuses at all, then that means that won't work. Then if they fuse once, then that means that they use 2 cards in a turn, which means 9 turns will be achieved at 26 cards left, not 27. And I didn't realize that he fused once, so I ended the duel too fast. Truly heartbreaking shit right there. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit worried here. This run's dead, but I don't know, man. I might have to... I don't know. I might have to stop streaming and just start again in a couple of hours when more people are awake. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit worried. That might be a good plan, honestly. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen though. Damn it. Of all the times for me to fucking fall asleep and start a stream late, this was definitely not the day I should have done that. Yeah, a little bit worried. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I started at 3 a.m. That was, yeah. It's 4:51 a.m. Alright, take it easy, Weeru. Thanks again for all the support, man. It really does help. On a stream like this, any donation helps massively. Because we need to go like, I need to go like over half the goal by the end of this stream. So yeah, helps a lot. Thank you. Have a good night, man. I hope I don't get like some super crazy good mega or A-Tech here, because this run is almost definitely already dead. I would hate to waste all my good luck on it. dude. My attacks have been so bad lately. Honest to God. Alright, I'm just gonna have to stream when there's more people around, honestly. So I think that's gonna be it for now. I think I'm gonna go sleep for like 2 hours and then come back. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't have to hit this entire goal today, but like around the 350 range by noon. By noon EST, which is in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 hours. Okay, I guess we'll see what happens. So I'm going to stop streaming, chat, and I'm going to come back later. And by later, I mean in about 2.5, 3 hours max. I'll be back. 8 a.m. by the latest, I have to be streaming again, really. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching. This was a quick stream, but I will be back. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit, and hopefully we have better luck then on the runs and on the donos. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys then. Wish me luck. Take it easy. Bye-bye.